We're so disconnected in America from Africa as it is. You know, they portray these certain things on TV. That is not true. You know, and you'll never know unless you come or you meet someone that is from here and they can show you.
Father is from Eritrea. He passed away last year, and he said one day I would end up here. And if I ever end up at the Oscars, to honor my people, so I'm honoring my fellow Eritreans. I went to Eritrea, and I started talking to the people, started talking to my family members, and found out, there's a lot of things that's going on there. Things have changed. Things are changing now, and I'm happy about that. But there's a lot of change that needs to come there. I wanted to do something to show my people that, if you dig, I went ahead and did my 23andMe, and everything my father said was true. Everything my mama said was not true. She would think that we like Blackfoot, Indian, Navajo, or something like that. Ain't no Native American. No Blackfoot, Indian, unless those Blackfoots came from Africa, from Nigeria, and came here, and then they was like, we got here before Christopher Columbus, and then which probably is what happened. But there's no Native American in my blood. But I got that East African, I got some European, I got some Hebrew, I got all these things in me. So I said I'm gonna honor it. I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna learn the Hebrew. I'm gonna just study the religion. Because there's black everything. There's black people all over the world, and religion is one thing, and blood is another thing. But if you read the Torah, if you read the Bible, it's whatever your father is. You inherit the sins of your father, right? You inherit those things, and so you inherit his blood, his religion, his whatever. So I did the research, got my DNA test. That's my daddy. That's in my blood. That's what
I inherited some land from my great grandfather was in Gazakaran village, right? Gazakaran, I went to Gazakaran, and it was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. We walk around, and then there's this beautiful setup, and I was like, whoa, I did not expect any of this. I just thought I was going to check out a village, right? And I'm building a house, I have a garden there, and I want to contribute to the village. I was so honored. Realized wow, Africa is so beautiful. Eritrea is a gem. It is gorgeous. And to not have had this my whole entire life, I do feel some type of way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel a little bit upset that I didn't get to grow up here. But to be here now and to get to experience it is amazing. And I would suggest to anyone to come and to see with their own eyes and experience this beautiful place. It felt amazing to be able to acquire my Eritrean ID, to be able to come and go to my homeland as much as I want is great. This is my ID. This is permanent. I get to come when I want to. That is the beauty. To be able to say I have family here, I have land here, and I can come here when I want. I don't have to ask permission. I just come home. That is a beautiful thing. The food is so good. All right, the spices and the herbs are so good. Why not have that in America? And introduce Americans, African Americans especially, to the beautiful culture that's here. We're so disconnected in America from Africa as it is. They portray these certain things on TV. That is not true. And you'll never know unless you come or you meet someone that is from here and they can show you, right? But that's far few in between. So why not create a place where people can come, they can get real food, fresh food, they can learn about shuro and mjara and taste it and experience it. We got to make sure the infrastructure is right and everything, but that's a huge investment that I'm bringing to the country. So that's a huge investment in being able to tell our stories here, right? In the world to see. I love to garden, I love food, so I'm gonna invest in the agriculture, and that's gonna go a big bridge between, America and here. I'm not about handouts. I'm about earning what's mine and, creating and building and working together. Now, if somebody wants to work together, cool. And that's what I feel like Eritrea is about. We're not taking no handouts over here, okay? Now, you wanna work with us where we can grow too? Cool, but you're not gonna just take. And I think that is an issue that has been going on in Africa for a long time, in the whole continent, where, certain people, and we know what I'm talking about. Certain people come and they take from us, take, try to turn us against each other, block us from having, and that time is limited. That's not happening anymore. If I have anything to say about it, that will not be happening. And I think as Black people, we should be uniting together and working together and sharing our resources with each other. And then if somebody else want to come in that's not Black and they want to be a part of it, cool. If you know how to work with us, but you cannot take from us. And to unite the Horn of Africa, but not just the Horn, the whole of Africa. And this right here scares certain types of people, okay? Because when Black people get their independence and start doing what's supposed to be done, right? Well, that scares certain, colonizers. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna just say it like that. That scares people because then they don't have power over us anymore. And I think that, for me anyways, I want to see all of Africa come together. I want to see like there's the United States of America, there should be the United Countries of Africa. We should be working as a unit, okay? Working together. And when other countries of Africa see that Eritrea is flourishing and functioning and doing well without handouts, that's going to inspire others. And I feel like the youth, they have the greatest opportunity right now. This is the time to say, okay, how can we make our land better? What can we do to make us flourish, right? And they have, it's unlimited resources here. You just have to know how to use it. Do the research, collaborate, work together. Find the people that actually care about other people and not the people that's trying to get rich off of other people. And that will create true wealth and unity amongst all countries. This is a really safe place. I feel safe. I've walked the streets and I've gone outside. I didn't feel at risk. And it's beautiful. There's so many resources here, a lot of resources that, there's certain nations that know that and they're trying to figure out how to steal it. My goal is to create millions of jobs, millions of opportunity, put food on millions of people's tables. God gave me a gift, right? Gave me this gift of comedy and being able to act and do all these really cool things. And in my mind, I want to open up a studio. I want to be able to, create our stories, tell stories that really mean something, that really inspire others, and where we can see ourselves. I'm in America. I haven't seen, growing up all these years on this planet, I haven't seen many movies, Eritrean movies, or Ethiopian movies, or Somalian movies, or hearing those stories until I came. So I think those stories need to be told, though, all over the world. Come to Eritrea, have an experience, and tell somebody about your experience. But come and see for yourself. There's nothing like having your actual experience, because then you really know. Because hearsay is one thing, but actually seeing with your own eyes, it's a whole nother thing. I remember before I came the first time, people were telling me, oh, you need to bring your own toilet paper. You should bring a flashlight. You might want to bring your own food. You might want to all this stuff they're telling me, trying to scare me, right? And then I get here, I didn't need none of that mess. And they were lying. They were lying to me. These are people that either have never been here before, or they half listen to somebody else, or they're trying to make sure that I never go, that I don't go, that putting fear in me, keeping me away from my land. I'm gonna go see. My daddy wanted me to see, and so I came to see. And I'm so glad. And I feel like I'm honoring him. I'm honoring all my ancestors being here. And what I know I can bring to the land is gonna really enhance all of us.